since it is the understanding that sets man above all other animals and enables him to use and dominate them, it is certainly worth our while to inquire into it. The understanding is like the eye in this respect. It makes us see and perceive all other things, but doesn't look in on itself. To stand back from it and treat it as an object of study requires skill and hard work. Still, whatever difficulties there may be in doing this, whatever it is that keeps us so much in the dark to ourselves, it will be worthwhile to let as much light as possible in upon our minds, and to learn as much as we can about our own understandings, as well as being enjoyable. This will help us to think well about other topics. My purpose, therefore, is to inquire into the origin, certainty, and extent of human knowledge, and also into the grounds and degrees of belief, opinion, and assent. I shan't involve myself with the biological aspects of the mind. For example, I shan't wrestle with the question of what alterations of our bodies lead to our having sensation through our sense organs, or to our having any ideas in our understandings. Challenging and entertaining as these questions may be, I shall bypass them because they aren't relevant to my project. All we need for my purposes is to consider the human ability to think. My time will be spent if by this plain, factual method I can explain how our understandings come to have those notions of things that we have, and can establish ways of measuring how certainly we can know things, and of evaluating the grounds we have for our opinions. Although our opinions are various, different, and often wholly contradictory, we express them with great assurance and confidence, someone observing human opinions from the outside, seeing how they conflict with one another, and yet how fondly they are embraced, and how stubbornly they are maintained. Might have reason to suspect that either there isn't any such thing as truth, or that mankind isn't equipped to come to know it. So it will be worth our while to find where the line falls between opinion and knowledge, and to learn more about the opinion side of the line. What I want to know is this: when we are concerned with something about which we have no certain knowledge, what rules or standards should guide how confident we allow ourselves to be that our opinions are right? Here is the method I shall follow in trying to answer that question. First, I shall inquire into the origin of those ideas or notions, call them what you will, that a man observes and is conscious of having in his mind. How does the understanding come to be equipped with them? Secondly, I shall try to show what knowledge the understanding has by means of those ideas, how much of it there is, how secure it is, and how self-evident it is. I shall also inquire a little into the nature and grounds of faith or opinion, that is, acceptance of something as true when we don't know for certain that it is true. I hope that this inquiry into the nature of understanding will enable me to discover what its powers are, how far they reach, what things they are adequate to deal with, and where they fail us. If I succeed, that may have the effect of persuading the busy mind of man to be more cautious in meddling with things that are beyond his powers to understand, to stop when it is at the extreme end of its tether, and to be peacefully reconciled to ignorance of things that turn out to be beyond the reach of our capacities. Perhaps then we shall stop pretending that we know everything, and shall be less bold in raising questions and getting into confusing disputes with others about things to which our understandings are not suited, things of which we can't form any clear or distinct perceptions in our minds, or, as happens all too often, things of which we have no notions at all. If we can find out what the scope of the understanding is, how far it is able to achieve certainty, and in what cases I can only judge and guess, that may teach us to accept our limitations, and to rest content with knowing only what our human condition enables us to know.